Hey, everybody, I'm Rachel Tiede.
I'm meteorologist Reid Kisselback.
And we are talking about the heat. It has been on everybody's minds. Everybody's been feeling it. So Reid's going to kick us off right away with what we can expect for tonight.
Yeah, Rachel, actually today, very hot day. We tied the record high set back in 1894 of 97 degrees today. So you can only imagine it's going to be pretty warm for the night tonight as well. It takes a while to cool down when we have temperatures like that. So sitting at 90 right now on our East Greenbush cam, looking over the Albany skyline, you can kind of see the haze in place because of the humidity that we have. And hour by hour for us here, we stay into the 80s, even around 11 o'clock tonight. So it's a good night to make sure you have a place or a spot that's cool and you're staying cool overnight as well. Overnight lows only dropping down into the low 70s really for a couple spots. Heat advisory still in effect for the areas highlighted in orange until 8 p.m. tonight. We had that because the heat index was at 95 degrees or higher for at least 2 hours. It's very likely we'll have heat advisory in effect for tomorrow for this same spot, for the same time window as well, because we are not out of the woods yet when it comes to the heat and the warm temperatures. Here's the heat index forecast for tomorrow. When we say the heat index, that means we are factoring in the actual temperature outside with the humidity to give you a feels like temperature. So by mid-afternoon and into the early evening, you can see it'll feel like we are right near 95 once again. So that's why it wouldn't be surprising to see a heat advisory issued for tomorrow. But also note this too, we have scattered showers and thunderstorms pushing into the region. So let's track it for you on the hour-by-hour forecast. We are seeing that those showers, some of them will be around first thing in the morning, 7 a.m., a stronger shower off to our north, some spotty light rain as you head a little further south and west. We could see some stronger showers and thunderstorms, though, develop as we get towards around 11 o'clock on. You can see 11 p.m., a few stronger showers and thunderstorms. Main concern with these will be some stronger wind gusts as they develop. By 3 o'clock, bulk of those are clearing out of the region, but we have a very weak cold front that's going to try and come through later on in the day, too. This model not picking up on it all too much, but there is the potential then for us to see a few more stronger showers and thunderstorms as this tries to push on through. 6 o'clock, the end of the evening commute, looking dry overall. Maybe a leftover shower as we get closer towards 11 o'clock, but we do dry out by Thursday night. Storm Prediction Center has us under a slight risk for tomorrow. Time frame 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Main concern with these thunderstorms, if they do become severe, is some stronger wind gusts and heavy downpours. Can't even rule out, though, potential for some hail. And, of course, we'll always be watching for some rotation in these storms as they form tomorrow, too. That is why we actually have tomorrow issued as an alert day. Tonight, though, partly cloudy, warm, and muggy. Temperatures dropping down into low 70s. For the day tomorrow, 92, mostly sunny for a lot of us. Hot and humid, that heat and humidity playing a role, giving us a few thunderstorms, some of which could become severe. So make sure you have the First Morning Weather app at the ready for tomorrow. It's an alert day. We're keeping an eye on the sky for those stronger showers and thunderstorms. Friday, Saturday, dry, highs in the low 90s. Sunday, also keeping an eye on. We'll have another round of scattered showers and thunderstorms coming on through. That will linger into Monday. We'll cool down closer towards the mid to upper 80s, though, as we head into next week, Rachel.
All right. And we've been talking all day about the splash pads, the city pools. All of that is on our website, wnyt.com. If you guys need hours, locations, keep yourself cool because it's going to be hot, as Reid was talking about. But the other aspect of the heat, of course, the Saratoga just started last week, I think it was. All my days are blowing together.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are wondering, how are the horses impacted by all of that? So today we sent Tessa Bentulin up there, and she found out that NYRA has 12 more employees at each post than normal. There are cooling stations, including the ice and the water for the horses, and the horses are hosed down after every single race. You're actually going to hear from folks who are watching the races later tonight during our 9 p.m. Newscast. But we did learn yesterday, Reid, that they don't cancel the races until the heat index is more than 105, I believe it was, which is...
Yeah, and there's
toasty.
also... sorry, if you want to, you can go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
There's something else that we learned, too, is a lot of people feel guilty for the horses, too, but a lot of people who tend to forget that they train in the extreme heat and humidity of Florida and Kentucky. And so when it's up here, although it's not as common for us, the horses are very well conditioned to those kinds of hot and humid conditions.
That's actually, that's something I didn't know. I didn't realize that they had trained in those hot conditions. So this to them is like nothing.
Yeah, it's just a typical day in Florida for them.
Yeah, right. It does make me feel less guilty because I didn't want to see them run in the heat. But
you feel that way for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we're going to bring Reid back here in just a second. But first, we're going to talk about some breaking news that we actually have coming into our newsroom. Greene County has its first case of monkeypox. And we did also learn about Albany County having its first confirmed case as well. This was the first one in upstate New York. And there was a Saratoga monkeypox vaccine clinic. One of the requirements to get vaccinated was being a gay or bisexual man. We spoke to an LGBTQ advocate who said that this virus, though, is more than an LGBTQ issue, and that there needs to be more education within the gay community because the virus is currently circulating within that community in specific. And that's why they're sort of the focal point right now. But there's that no such thing as a quote unquote gay disease. It can impact anybody, and it can be something that is dangerous if it's not treated in a timely manner. So you're going to hear from people tonight at 9 o'clock. Taniqua Penix is speaking to them about just the education that they say really needs to happen surrounding this disease and the health response to that disease. But I do want to bring back Reid now here as well, because we have an interesting study here. And Reid, you and I are we are the same age. We're the age of everybody's getting married, having kids, bachelor and bachelorette parties. We probably have both been in it for a couple of years now or so. And this study is talking about the cost of bachelor and bachelorette parties and inflation and how much that cost has gone up. So this looked at 500 recent parties, and it said that it went up $100 from last year because of inflation. Quite frankly, I thought that would be more. But what is like the median amount do you think people spend on these kinds of parties?
Well, I was thinking, are we doing with $100 per person or $100 total?
$100.
Because I know people like to split it.
That's a very good point. It does not specify.
Okay.
So I would
what
say
is the median?
person.
Okay. We're going to go with what do I think is the median average total for the average bachelorette party, bachelorette?
Correct.
If everybody's combined, I feel like it's got to go over $5,000 easily.
That's probably true total.
But I'm gonna guess closer to like 8,000 or 9,000.
It says 1,500 per person.
1,500 per person.
Per person, which is higher than I expected. And it also talks about bachelor parties are more expensive than bachelorette, which maybe I'm biased because I've only been to bachelorette parties. But I mean, people go all out. There's the wigs and the makeup and the sangria and the nails. Like there's all of that, the outfits. But bachelors spend more than bachelorettes.
It's got to be on the alcohol then. That's what I'm going for, because a lot of the bachelor parties that I know of, it's just we're gonna go rent a cabin and we're gonna hang out and we're gonna have a lot of drinks and just backyard games of like cornhole and all that jazz. So I feel like it's got to be the alcohol food combo.
It's got to be.
Is a little bit more. I don't know. Unless if it's the cabin rental, that's a little bit more. But I don't know.
Maybe with Airbnb, those prices are up too. The bachelorettes that I've been to, very similar. Go to somebody's cabin, just hang out, go to the lake, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, there's some. I used to live in Nashville, and that's the bachelorette capital of the country, and people would go all out. And Nashville's not exactly a cheap city to visit or live in, quite frankly.
And I feel like, are they factoring in airplane tickets too? Because that I feel like would jump it up a lot too, but I don't know.
It does say travel was by far the most significant expense, as 2 and 3 people flew to the event. So it does count.
Okay. Interesting.
So I guess guys travel more often than women do, if we're going purely by cost.
Apparently. That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm surprised. I did not think that was the case. Also says many people took on credit card debt to attend this party, and agreed that events should be toned down due to the rising costs. I am no financial expert, but that just sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, there's the thing called FOMO, where I guess it's worth it for some people. Others, I'd probably weigh it a little bit more, but obviously, of course, you want to go. But
right, of course. Am I going to go into debt for a bachelorette party? Love my friends dearly, but I'm not going into debt for them.
But no, yeah.
Anyway, well, everybody, thank you for watching. We covered a lot today, obviously. The heat being our top story tonight, and the heat and how that affects the horses. Monkeypox now in Greene County as well. Albany County had its first patient too. We're going to be hearing from people surrounding that case coming up tonight at 9 and 11 o'clock. We'll see you then.